Hello, this is Clint from the Farmer's Grove. I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to tillage radishes. The good part of them is using them as a cover crop, is they do exactly what they're advertised to do. We've had a lot of cold weather finally come in on us. This is the biomass of one of the tillage radishes. I mean, that's a lot. And they're all over where we're going to be putting new garden beds, and it digs down. I broke this off, and the ones I've actually dug up just to see, it's tilling into the ground probably a good 12-14 inches, and you have a really long taproot. This part where we're putting the new beds in was really hard. We've always drove on it, and it's really did a good job of turning this into moist soil. I overseeded these, so some of the hairy vetch and stuff is going to have to come on pretty quick to keep a cover on. That's the good part of what they do. They give you a lot of biomass in the soil, which is what you want. They actually till down, so you're using them as a tiller. The greens are actually really good to eat, so that's a good plus. But the bad and the ugly, we're sitting next to the driveway. Our house is probably 60 feet away from here where we're putting in these new beds. I wanted to till these with plants instead of a machine, so we use these. And about a week and a half ago, I come outside and I'm like, what is that smell? I couldn't figure out what the smell was. It was, the only way I can describe it is like a sour garbage smell that you dump like 1,000 pounds of pepper on, and it gets all in your nose and your throat, and you're just like, it's gagging. And I couldn't figure out what that is. And I'm looking, my wife was kind of, saying the same thing. But one day I'm out here and I had to get some banana trees out of here to move over to the other farm. And then I realized what it is. As the tillage radishes rot down, which they're supposed to do to feed the soil, when they're rotting, they stink. And I mean, not a little stink, a lot of stink. Now, when we're doing this out on the farm over there in the orchard, it's not gonna make any difference. If you're gonna do it like I did without thinking about this right next to the driveway where you get out of the car, you really need to think about it, because for a couple of weeks now, it's been pretty rough in our front yard smelling these things. And I'm sure with a couple more good freezes, that'll go away, but that is definitely something to keep in mind. I would not put them next to your front door in a garden bed or something like that, unless you're gonna pull these up and take them somewhere else. Because when they start rotting like this one, it's just sourness and strong pepper. It's not pleasing. But overall, I'm happy with what they've done.